Okay, 2011 Thor, 2013 Thor Dark World, and now 2014 we got Thor Ragnarok. I actually saw it yesterday, Sunday, and now I am actually stunned of what actually happened in this movie. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No, this is gonna be amazing of what I just saw, and now I am actually in shock. I mean, Chris Hemsworth is actually amazing of what he actually did, especially how he became a badass without a hammer and he used two swords, and I actually had to admit he was amazing about that. Which the movie begins 2 years after Sokovia, which Thor and Banner didn't appear in Captain America Civil War when the generals say if they know where Thor and Dr. Banner were. But it actually revealed that Thor left to Asgard and Hulk actually went away in the Quinjet, which we're about to see how it all gonna happen. Which in the beginning of the episode, we see Thor battling this huge fire demon called Smelter, and he actually say that Ragnarok will come and destroy Asgard. Now, I had to admit it was actually crazy, but then he actually had to fight all the lava demons, and then he defeated the fire demons with his Mjolnir. And I had to admit, all that craziness, I was actually amazed all of it. Which he returned to Asgard, which Hamdall, who played by Idris Ilya, sorry, who actually is on the one after he committed treason on Thor Dark World, who had actually been replaced by Scourge, who actually played by Carl Urban, who's well, he's not a really good gatekeeper, but he's trying. He really is trying. Like, well, he actually got all these things to press some people who actually, which is example, he picked up two machine guns from Earth that he picked up, which he actually called them Dis and Destroy. Put them together, he actually called them Destroy, and I don't know why. But when Thor actually goes to the castle to meet his father, Odin, who played by Anthony Hopkins, he actually saw him eating grapes and enjoyed the play that, well, based on Thor Dark World again, about Loki's death, which it was all a lie that the king isn't here, but he actually turns out to be Loki, who played by Tom Hiddleston. Sorry, uh, Tom Hiddleston, sorry, who actually kept Odin alive somewhere on Earth, which she say that he put him in a care home, which has actually been destroyed, but then he was actually been taken away by a portal which is actually created by Doctor Strange, played by Benjamin Cumberbatch, who gave Thor the address to meet him. Which, if you guys actually look into my my Doctor Strange movie review on the link on the description below, where you actually see the mid credit scene where Thor talks to Doctor Strange about where his father is, and then he took Loki, which it turns out that he took him to Norway, because it turns out that he's in there to look at Earth and see how beautiful it is before he told Thor and Loki about Hela, who's actually the goddess of death, and she actually sorry, sorry, played by Cat Blowhead, sorry, Blowhead, who's actually revealed to be Odin's firstborn child. And she said that she'll come back to claim what's rightfully hers, which she actually appears after Odin dies and fades away, like what happened to the queen. But then when she arrived, Thor and Loki turned back into their Asgardian outfits. Then she actually came and to destroy Mjolnir, like crushing a giant rock with one hand. And I have to admit, that's actually crazy. And now, when Thor actually told them to open the gate for him, Hela actually followed them, which she first threw Loki out, and then she threw Thor out as well, which she killed three of Thor's friends, and then she also actually recruited Scourge to appoint him as executioner, which we see the Grand Hall, which she revealed the true painting of the story of Odin and Hela, which she actually went to the treasure room, and now I see an Easter egg where we see the Infinity Gauntlet that Thanos wore on Avengers: Age of Ultron. Now I had to admit that's similar to what Thanos actually wore on the mid-credit scene than the Easter egg scene of Thor Ragnarok, which we actually seen. The gauntlet has 6 Infinity Stones, but in this mid-credit scene, it didn't have it, which we're thought about seeing where the other Infinity Stones, the 6th and final one, which is the Soul Gem, which we don't know where it's hidden. But then she used the eternal flame to resurrect her undead army, including the giant wolf. But then Thor has actually been outcast to a planet Jakar, which everybody is there to be, which every scavenger is out there getting ready to attack Thor, until a young woman came, who actually played by Tessa Thomason, who actually captured Thor herself, then taken her to the Grand Master, played by Jeff Goldblum, which is his first Marvel movie. I mean, he actually did good performance in that movie, such as the Jurassic Park, The Lost World Jurassic Park, the two Independence Day movies, and the second Independence Day movies, with Scourge. And now we see him as the Grand Master, who hold the tournament, which Thor actually been equipped with new gears, and then he actually got his haircut done with cameo of Stan Lee as the barber, which Stan Lee is there as the barber, and we actually see him as the astronaut in the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which we are actually in the way to see Thor enter the competition, which the young woman who captured him turned out to be a Valkyrie. A group of female warriors who actually is strong, but she's actually turned out to be the last of her kind, which turns out that the main event is actually You guessed it. It's actually revealed that Hulk is still alive, and then he actually ready to battle Thor, which the two actually did. And then Thor actually revealed that have all these lightning sparks all over his body. Then everybody is so terrified about that, except for Loki, who's still actually well had that funny reaction from Hulk when he see him again, which Loki say, "How does that feel?" After Hulk did the same attack on him, what happened to Loki on 2012 Avengers, which the match ended with Thor being knocked out by Hulk, who's played by Mark Ruffalo, which Thor actually told Hulk to return with him, but he refused because he actually likes it there. And now I actually had to be honest that it could be a lot of things that he might might do there, but he actually got the shock device that Valkyrie put on Thor to shock him if he actually tried to do anything that might anticipate the Grandmaster, which he actually got the controls and go back to the Quinjet where Hulk is in it and actually try to escape. But then Hulk actually tried to get him back. But then he actually saw the recording of Black Widow, which he returned back into Bruce Banner again, who's been Hulk for 2 years. Now I have to admit that this actually have some problems with the fact that Hulk and Thor inside of Jakal, which Banner actually never been to an alien planet except for Jakar, which we're about to see him going to Asgard, which is now in ruins by Hela, who actually say that the sword to control the Bifrost was stolen by Heimdall, who actually kept a handful of Asgardians to the safe haven, which they're about to escape with Heimdall, who getting ready to find Thor to help him escape with him. But then Thor actually took the Grandmaster's personal ship for sorry, I don't want to say anything that will offend you guys. But then he actually escaped to, well, I'm gonna call it the Devil's Tunnel. I don't want to say the other word that I want to keep my videos clean. And so he took them to the Devil's Tunnel, which they actually saw Asgard in ruins, which now that Valkyrie put on her Valkyrie uniform that she wore in the battles, which she saw a lot of her fellow Valkyries die in the hands of Hela, which Thor is battling Hela. Banner returned back to Hulk to battle Hela's giant wolf, and then Scourge is actually the shame of what happened to all of what he done. So he tried to escape with a lot of Asgardians, which he is being accompanied by the other aliens that Loki picked up on the way from Sakaar on this giant ship that will take them back to wherever they're going from. Which they actually escaped from there. Which it was revealed that that Ragnarok is the only one who can defeat Hela, which Odin actually say that the hammer is the key to hold Thor's powers, which he actually the whole lightning to shoot the whole lightning at her, then face up against so many undead armies, and then Loki picked up the Smeller's head, and then she saw the Tesseract, which he picked that up, and then put Smeller's head onto the flame. I mean the eternal flame, which he resurrected him. Then Hulk actually attacked him to thinking that he's also a bad guy, but he actually stopped, and so he defeated Hela, and then he destroyed Asgard, which he said that Asgard is not a place, in which in the battle that Hulk actually got his right eye cut off by Hela, and then he actually got an eye patch match Odin, in which he is now king of Asgard. Well, was Asgard. And so he said that he's going back to Earth. And now in the mid-credit scene, that we're all seeing Thor and Loki talking about going back to Earth with Loki. But then we actually see a large ship on their way. And now I actually had saying this before, that ship is actually Thanos. He actually gonna come to Earth and looking for the Infinity Stones, which he about to go to Sandar to get the Power Stones and go to the Collector to get the Reality Stone, which he going to get the Space Gem from Loki and get the Mind Stone from the Vision. And the post-credit scene where the Grandmaster survived the attack and see everybody say that he's saying that the revolution is a success, which he actually staged it. And then the title, they will say that Thor will return in Avengers Infinity War, which I think that the mid-credit scene is how the Infinity War is going to begin, with Thanos coming to Earth. And I actually say I love this movie. It was amazing. I enjoyed it so much that you guys should watch it too. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment what you think about this movie review. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and like my Facebook page. Until then, this is Anime Guy 300 saying signing out. Laters!